Welcome back to the final match of the day here in Isa Sports City Hall C, where we witness the final quarter-final of this boys volleyball tournament. Indonesia meets Uzbekistan for a place in semi-finals, and the game started with Uzbekistan in blue and white shirts at the right side of our screens, while Indonesia plays in traditional white. And the first point of the game gained by the Indonesian squad with a rather classical lineup with Muhammad Raihan, number 2, Farhar Falah, number 3, Zaki Maulana, number 8, Muhammad Haikal Hidayatullah, the best Indonesian scorer, number 17, yes. And Fauzan Nibras, number 25, and Tristan Nanjin, the setter, number 23. On the other side, Uzbekistan, who finished third on Group E, while Indonesia finished second in the other group, Group F. Uzbekistan with Azamov, number 1, Hakar Bediev, number 2, Mamad Aliyev, best Uzbek scorer, number 6, number 10, Nurilayev, Ivan Pivoshenko, number 12, and the libero, Serdar Ilyasov, number 4. It's already 3 points to 0 for Indonesia, and here it comes, the first point for the Blues in this game. Scored by Pivoshenko. Number 6 is Al-Murad Mamad Aliyev, the 17-year-old outside hitter with a heavy serve. And excellent touch there by Zaki Maulana. Ball called outside, and it's a point for Uzbekistan. Of course, Indonesia is the favorite of the game, as they lost only one match during the entire tournament against the golden medal favorite, Iran. It happened a couple of days ago in the last match of Group F. It wasn't an easy walk in the park though for Iran, even if they won by a minimum of sets, 3-0. But a rather disputed one, rather leveled, to 21, to 16 and to 20. Right now Indonesia faces this rather unknown Uzbek squad. He had the leisure to study against Pakistan or Mongolia, while the blue and white squad played in the other group, Group E. Indonesia leads by 2 now, with Maulana at the serve. Back set for Azamov, best Uzbek scorer in the 3-1 win against Mongolia. No less than 28 points for Mehrajbek Azamov. It's the best score, best individual score in the entire boys tournament. No other player in the boys volleyball tournament during this 3rd edition of the Asian Youth Games scored that much during a game. Now it's a point off the block earned by Tristan Nanjin for Indonesia. Indonesia once again up by 2 with Nibras at the serve. A very heavy one, well placed, but a nice little touch in the middle of the front row by Hamidjonov. Beg your pardon, it was Azalbek Juraev, the 17-year-old middle blocker. And Uzbekistan keeps within striking distance of the Indonesian favorite. And now we're tied at 6 with an excellent ace. Uzbekistan surprised more than once in this tournament. First of all, in their debut game against Saudi Arabia, lost after more than 3 hours of play in the tiebreak, 15-10. But after leading 2-1 against a very promising Saudi team. Huge denial there. And for the first time in the game, Uzbekistan is in front with a free ball for the Blues. And now an offer Indonesian side cannot refuse from the middle of the back row. And despite Serdar Ilyasov's effort, the 16-year-old Uzbek libero, it's point for Indonesia after this wonderful spike by Hidayatullah Muhammad Haikal, the 18-year-old. Outside hitter, the most proficient Indonesian during all this tournament, with an average of 18 points per game. Indonesia back in front now by 1. Nice set, nicely set there for the middle of the front row, but what an error between Tristan and Fala. Tristan was the setter. Normally He should have picked it up there. But Volly thought about giving him a helping hand. Bad idea, though. Now it's Volly at the end. Oh, it's a heavy hit. But foot error. What was it? A net touch? Was probably by Pivoshenko, sanctioned by the referee. Volly with a hugely impressive ace attempt that failed for a couple of centimeters. Huh. Nicely called by Uzbekistan. Good call there. And now back-to-back serve faults. With Tristan serving wonderfully. A difficult set for Azamov. The opportunity for the white side. And Farzan Nibras, best scorer in the Indonesians' first game in the tournament. The win against Thailand, 3-1 with 26 points. Farzan Nibras scores. Nibras at the serve. Back set for an attack along the line. And it's out. Indonesia in front by 3 now. And the timeout called by Uzbek coach. As the Blues seem to endure a rather difficult moment now. 3 points in a row from Indonesia, who lost only once in the tournament. That 3-0 defeat for the last match of Group F against Iran. Other than that, 3 wins for a hugely impressive side. 3-1 against Thailand after losing the first set. Then once again 3-1 against Chinese Taipei, and 3-0. Hugely important win against China in Group F. Good point off the block, found there by Boltaev, the 17-year-old Uzbeki opposite hitter, who didn't score in the victory against Mongolia, 3-1. What a swift play. An excellent reaction from Maulana. Found a way there to put the ball between the net and the Uzbeki double block. Way too long. A little bit too optimistic. Alessi, the 17-year-old middle blocker. And Uzbekistan is now down by 2. The Blues return the favor there with a new faulty serve. Good serve by Maulana. Back set for an attack. From Azamov. Cross-court hit, but called outside. Indonesia trying to pull away now. Once again, Maulana with an attack from the middle of the front row. And what a swing by Juraev. A 17-year-old middle blocker. Now it's time for the best Uzbek scorer, Azamov, to serve. With another unforced error. It's the third for his side. A little bit too much. Of course, there's always risk and reward, but it's a tricky balance to find out for these serves. Sent on the bench, Azamov. And now Serdar Ilyasov, the 16-year-old libero, entered for this defensive play. Oh, useless ball as Faizan Nibras just sent this gunshot for the first time in the game. Indonesia leads by 5. Good pass, but a little bit too easy to read there. And despite the Indonesian double block, here it is. A new point for the Blues. Cherzor Nurilaev scores for the first time in the game. Uzbekistan trails by 4. Good effort there, and wonderfully played action. What an effort for the Uzbek squad, but it's out. Should be. The Indonesian libero tried to let the ball in play. Finally, it's a point for them. But it was a close call there by Rabadui Praisetu. Nice touch by Nibras. Once again, impressive. Good set and excellent reaction from number 9, Juraev. With a little help from the net, it's a wonderful effort for Uzbekistan, rewarded by a point. Mamad Aliyev puts his team to -4. And now denied by this wonderful double block. Tristan and Falah said no in front of Azamov. Indonesia with a safe lead now, 5 points away. Back set for Azamov, a little too subtle there. Oh, what a display of energy by Hidayatullah, Muhammad Haikal Hidayatullah. Only 18 years of age for the Indonesian outside hitter. And the faulty reception from Murad Bayev won't help Uzbekistan chances this end of the set. Indonesia is only 4 points away from 1-0. It's a timeout requested by Uzbekistan, as we see once again this wonderful serve by Falah. not a tall team, the Indonesian squad, with a height average at 1 meter and 86 centimeters. It's a nice one, but not exceptional. Maybe not even high enough compared to the mighty Iranian squad, for example. Kamil Boltaev at the serve. Oh, nicely placed. What a reaction from Muhammad Raihan. Excellent collective play from Indonesia. With a nice set and very simple touch there. Apparently faultless by Maulana. Indonesia is up by 7. Now a risk are rewarded, but this serve called outside. Muradbayev at the serve, a heavy one, nice back set for Hidayatullah. What an athletic display by Tristan there. The ball along the line, sent by Muhammad Haikal Hidayatullah. Very nicely served, and from the middle of the front row, vengeful Pivoshenko strikes back. Ivan Pivoshenko, only 16 years old, for this middle blocker. Now at serve. Difficult pass, and it was a net touch by Maulana, sanctioned by the referee. Uzbekistan close back another point. Nicely placed from Pivoshenko, and this time a huge space in the middle of the back row, exploited by this wonderful spike. No less than 6 set points for Indonesia, thanks to this man, Fairzan Nibras. With floating serve by Prasieto Maulana. And now back set. Oh, from behind the attack line. What a strike from Boltaev. Outcome denied for the moment, but huge endeavor for the Uzbek team. With a nice serve, and now good defense by the Blues. Oh, cross-court hit. And Nibras denied by the double block. Nematov and Nurilaev in front of Fairzan Nibras. And it was out. Point for Indonesia, and that's it for the first set. Indonesia wins the first set, 25 points to 20, and is now 1-0. rather surprising squad. Uzbekistan pushed their first game against Saudi Arabia in the tiebreak. Then they lost rather abruptly against Pakistan in 3 straight sets, 25-13, 25-20 and 25-18 in the first match of the Group E. While a couple of days ago they won against Mongolia 3-1, and that allowed them to avoid the mighty Iranian squad in this quarterfinals. Third place in the Group E, but second place in the other group, Group F, and that's how we got this head-to-head between Uzbekistan and Indonesia for the last quarterfinal of the day. Other than that, at senior level, Uzbekistan national volley team is ranked 97th in International Volleyball Federation ranking as of 5 October. Of course, for such a young country, there was no presence, no appearance in a World Championship. But volleyball is growing faster in Uzbekistan. As witnessed by their presences in the Asian Championship, no less than 6. The first one in 1997, the last one a couple of years ago. Their best results, though, dates from the beginning of the decade in Japan, 2021, when they finished 13th in the Asian Championship. Of course, Indonesia has much better results, not only in the Southeastern Asian Volley League or Southeast Asian Games, but also in the Asian Championship, with 11 appearances and the best result of 4 in the middle of the last decade, 2017. Now back to the game, as set number 2 started in style with the first point for Uzbekistan. An overpass. And no mercy from Uzbek for first throw. Strikes again. A costly error at serve that puts an end to this rather promising beginning for the Blues. And now it's Tristan at serve with a wonderful effort from Uzbekistan. But an excellent ball to convert from Hidayatullah. Haikal Muhammad Hidayatullah, 18 years old, 1.89 m, and best scorer on average for this Indonesian side. We're tied up at 2 with a nice point off the block scored by Azamov. And Uzbekistan is back in front by 1. Hidayatullah, let's serve now. as we are tied at 3. Hugely impressive serve. And another point scored off the block by the same Mehroshbek Azamov, the 18-year-old Uzbek opposite. An excellent percentage in spikes, winning once the first set for Indonesia, 2 out of 3, while Uzbekistan is only at 41%. That was the key element that made the difference in the first part. Let's see if the Central Asian nation can turn the things around in this second set. For now, things look a little bit more promising for them as they continue to lead by 1. With Azamov with the serve. Excellent pass there. And hugely impressive combination with Reyhan scoring with the ball along the line. Farzan Nibras at the serve. Behind the backcourt line. And a new point offered to Uzbekistan. Nice floaty serve. With good reaction, very swift action. Concluded by Falah. Floating serve. And this time it's a rejection by Tristan Nanjin. Indonesia moves ahead by 1. Once again, a little bit too optimistic there from Reyhan, who scored nicely in the last 3 matches played by Indonesia, a maximum of 10 points in their win against China, 3-0. And back-to-back errors to tie the game up. Jump serve. The cross-court hit. Oh, way too far from Azamov. For the first time in that set, Indonesia has a 2-point lead. Back set excellently executed, and fires on Nibras at the end. Indonesia by 2 now. The heavy serve. And now what a reaction from Pivoshenko, who punishes the white shirts. The huge space there, speculated by Ivan Pivoshenko. And Uzbekistan trails only by 1. Nice head from the second row now, with a little bit of help from the net. Hidayatullah scores and puts Indonesia in front, once again by 2. Misunderstanding there. And unfortunately, what a hit by Azamov. Nicely played with an angle. And a little bit of space there found by Mehrozbek Azamov. Without any doubt, the #1 Uzbek player today as well. Albar Hakberdiev, the 18-year-old setter, sent on the bench. But what an error. Excellent block by both Falah and Tristan. In front of too optimistic Asadbek Juraev. Indonesia back to +3 with a nice cushion though. Once again, a faulty serve. This time by Nibras. Ooh, an overpass. And finally, a lucky point for the white shirts. After this joust, won, unfortunately for Uzbekistan, by Juraev. Then put outside by the middle block. Juraev now denied. And what a double block by the Blues. A new attempt from area 4, but well followed by Rehan. Huge athletic performance from Fairzan Nibras once again along the line. And very little chance for Serdar Ilyasov, the 16-year-old libero. Indonesia by 4 now, with a rather safe lead. Very difficult pass, but finally a decent set. And a new opportunity for the Islanders with Hidayatullah. Rejection by the Uzbeki double block in front of Muhammad Haikal Hidayatullah. Hugely important point, won by Juraev. And instead of +5, Indonesia only has a 3-point advantage. Hidayatullah had the pass, back set, and it's a point for Uzbekistan. The Blues are back in the game. Only a 2-point deficit for the Central Asian nation, with Juraev continuing to serve. Back set from Tristan for the mightily impressive Nibras. What a display of power. And a hugely efficient spiker fires on Nibras. Fala at the serve, and this time nicely done. That dump from the Blues. Elbek Usman Aliyev, 17-year-old setter, now at the serve. With a nice reaction from the Indonesian libero. It will be a free ball for the Islanders. With Tristan nicely setting for Hidayatullah, and this lethal cross-court hit. Indonesia is back to +3. Tristan Nanji at the serve. Nicely placed. And the back set for the opposite. Muratbayev, 18-year-old, with another cross-court hit. Puts Uzbekistan back on track. The Blues trail now only by 2, as we are heading toward a pivotal moment of the set. Back set, but it's very complicated to exploit. Very difficult to play such a ball, even by such a talent. Muhammad Haikal Hidayatullah. And now Indonesia has leads by the smallest of margins. Heavy hit there, and finally this is completely different to what we've witnessed earlier. Once again, a back set, but perfectly executed, and Hidayatullah scores. Back set here as well. But what a defensive play by Indonesia. What a reaction from the second row. It's outside. And Indonesia can breathe a sigh of relief. Challenge required by Uzbekistan for a block touch. It's probably was it? The blocks seem to be late. Of course, the ball was already beyond Indonesian hands. Indonesia stays at 20, Uzbekistan at 17. With Hidayatullah at the serve now. Muhammad Haikal Hidayatullah lost a bit of his edge, with more than 24 points in the first 2 games played for Indonesia. In the last 2, though, Hidayatullah scored no more than 11 points per game. Today, along with Faizan Nibras, seems to be one of the best scorers for the Islanders. Uzbekistan down by 2 now. The nicely placed serve and an attack from the back row by Hidayatullah in the net. Just one more point for Uzbekistan to tie the game up. And timeout required by the Indonesian coach. An all-important moment of this second set now. With Elbak Hakberdiev at the serve. Back set from Tristan. And it was a net touch from the Uzbek side. A nice helping moment, helping hand offered to the Indonesians. Much to the disappointment of the Uzbeki coach, who requires a challenge, of course. That will function both ways. Either it's a winning one, they'll get back the point, or at least that will help to break their opponent's momentum. As Indonesia took the first option to winning this second set. Shall we see the net fault? It's absolutely obvious. It was a net touch. Correctly seen by the first referee. Now Indonesia back at the helm of the set by 2 points. Back set for the opposite. This time a difficult set from Tristan. And poor Muhammad Rehan denied there by the double Uzbeki block. Too close to the net, too easy for giants such as Mamad Aliyev or Pivoshenko to reject such an attempt. This time from the back row, Hidayatullah denied. Oh, and what a shot! And what a reaction. Hidayatullah with the repairing job. Nice trial once again, and this time that's it. Usman Aliyev knocks it down to tie the game up. Swift, short, and efficient. Now it's a 4-point game towards the end of the set. For the first fault under pressure by Uzbekistan. Indonesian supporters in the grandstands more and more vocal as we approach the end of this crucial second set. And Faizan Nibras with a heavy serve. Oh, impossible to play such a set. And of course, it was an antenna touch. But the ball wasn't already on the other side. Let us see. It wasn't on the other side, but it touched the antenna. After being touched by the Uzbeki player. Timeout required by the Blues. As they lost 2 points in a row, 2 all-important points. Indonesia is closer and closer to 2-0 in this game. Farzan Dibras, once again, the best Indonesian player at the serve. With a nice reaction, swift one by Mamad Aliyev. Now Nuri live at the serve. Hugely under pressure. Two back-to-back faulty serves from Uzbekistan. Put them really under pressure, as Indonesia has 2 set points. The first one denied, but such a wonderful touch from Usman Aliyev. But there still one more. And Juraev's serve. This time it's on the other side. And the point, all important, of the block, signed by Hidayatullah. And that brings Indonesia closer to the desired outcome of the game. Indonesia leads now 2-0, 25-20, 25-23 against an impressive Uzbeki side. But in the crucial moment, in the pivotal moment of the set, Uzbekistan just committed too many errors, especially on serve. The winner of this game will meet tomorrow in the semi-finals Pakistan, an undefeated side, one of the only 2 undefeated squads in this tournament, alongside Islamic Republic of Iran. So maybe we should remind you the program for tomorrow here in Isasport City Hall C, as the volleyball boys tournament is heading towards its final phase. Starting from 11:30 in the morning, Mongolia meets Saudi Arabia in a classification match for places 5th to 8th. Then starting from 2 o'clock in the afternoon, China will meet the loser of this game between Uzbekistan and Indonesia. Once again, a classification match for the places between the 5th and the 8th rank. And then, towards the end of the afternoon at 4:30, the first semi-final between the Islamic Republic of Iran and Thailand. The second one is scheduled at 7 o'clock. Pakistan, as mentioned, will meet the winner of this match. And until now, Indonesia seems well on its way to reaching Pakistan in the second semi-final for tomorrow. But as many times in volleyball we've witnessed such amazing turnarounds, and this third set is about to start with Uzbekistan looking for revenge. Not with the faulty serve, of course, but we should witness a change in attitude from the Blues, as they were really close to tie the game up at 1 set all. Nice double block there by Indonesians. And the new attempt for the Central Asian nation. It's outside, and a new point for the Islanders. Indonesia leads by 2. Faulty serve. Tristan trying there to surprise Uzbeki's front row. And the gift offered to the Blues, their first point in this set. Back-to-back unforced errors. We're back ourselves to a 2-point difference in favor of the white shirts. Hidayatullah. Oh, this time it's an ace. The first one after a long time since the first set. We haven't had an ace in this game. Wonderfully placed between the libero Ilyasov and Nuri Laev, the player for zone number 5. Let now that helped Uzbekistan, and what a monster block by Tristan. And especially Nibras. Nibras was there. Meter 90 centimeters for Fairsan Nibras. The most prolific outside hitter of this Indonesian side. Indonesia leads 5 points to 1. Timeout required by the Uzbeki coach. Back on the court now. Uzbekistan, rather surprisingly, on the second place now on the medal standings. We'll talk about that a bit later. A novel pass sanctioned by Maulana, Zaki Hasan Maulana, 18 years of age, merciless there, exploiting absolutely every single place in their opponent's half. Hidayatullah with the second ace. Indonesia 6, Uzbekistan 1. The same Muhammad Haikal Hidayatullah serving now for the third point in a row. Ha! Heavy serve. And indeed, that's a series of 3 successive points for Indonesia. To put away this third set. A 7-point advantage for Indonesia. That's huge. Maybe that invited Hidayatullah to take risks on his fourth serve. Uzbekistan trailing now by 6. It's a huge undertake for the Blues now. The worst start of the set for Uzbekistan since the beginning of the game, with Hamidjonov serving, 16-year-old middle blocker, Difficult set, and it's a free ball for the Blues. Ah, what an overpass. And of course, it's only a punishment immediately sent there by Maulana. An easy point after an easy over. Indonesia 9. Uzbekistan now 3. Maulana. Rather superficial there in his execution. The level of play dropped sharply after the end of the previous set, but that doesn't seem to bother Indonesians too much, as they lead with a rather comfortable cushion. Maybe now, who knows, as they can count on a second successive error. Muhammad Rehan late there. And it's up to Azamov to serve. Very well placed. Once again an approximate set, but with a little bit of help. It's a just one by the Indonesians. An antenna touch, but after that man, Usman Aliyev, touched the ball in turn. It's Indonesia 10 and now Indonesia 11 after another ace, the third in this set by Nibras. 2 aces for Hidayatullah, 1 for Nibras in this third set. And an unforced error. That cuts the rhythm of play. Uzbekistan with no less than 28 medals gathered until now, 14 of them out of gold, half of them of gold. That puts them on the second place behind China in the medal standings, while Indonesia stands only on 16th place with 15 medals, but only 1 of gold. One in the first days of competition in Pencaksilat by Furgon Habil Winata. The boys 51 to 55 kilograms category. This boys volleyball team, though, is a clear candidate for the medals in this tournament, as Indonesia has such an efficient and an enjoyable style. Another unforced error. Way too many. But Indonesia seems rather happy with the way the play unfolds now, especially with such powerful individual solutions found by Nibras or Hidayatullah whenever they have the occasion to convert the ball into points. Indonesia up by 7. And another powerful serve with a nicely done touch. A gap seen by Hamijonov, the tallest player on the court now. 16-year-old Uzbeki middle blocker. Once again, an unforced error the 6th one for... No, the 7th one for Uzbekistan. 5 for Indonesia. Back set for... Oh, a huge rejection there by the mighty Indonesian double block. And Muratbayev is replaced now by Nematov. Diorbek Nematov, without any minutes played in this tournament. A rather desperate solution by Uzbeki referee. And now a new ball called outside. It's a 9-point advantage for the Islanders, who are coasting towards a rather easy win. Hamijono the serve, but the Blues really need to stitch a series of points now, as time is running out. Both teams swapping sideouts. That can only help Indonesia to get closer and closer to the goal. Zaki Hassan Maulana, the 18-year-old middle blocker, at the serve. Nicely done, and once again an error. And the combination play was wanted by the front row. Oh, antenna touch. Anyways, it was a rather artificial solution found there by Mamad Aliyev. Tried to push the ball on the other side. Timeout, because Uzbekistan seemed to crumble since the beginning of this set. Things look dire for the Central Asian nation. Indonesia up by 10. A hugely comfortable advantage. And only a monster disaster can stop this team in reaching the semi-finals in the next couple of minutes. An attack from the middle of the front row by Juraev. Many errors for the Islanders as well. But their quality of play is undoubtedly superior to Uzbekistan. A new point for Uzbekistan though. Got in the same area. Attack on area 3 in the middle of the front row. Now Azamov with a heavy serve. This time, it's rightly executed combination with Tristan serving excellently. Falah. You are 5 points away from the end of the game. Once again, a monster serve by Nibras. And a new opportunity now for the Islanders, denied by the triple Uzbeki block. Wonderful effort by the entire Uzbeki front row. Nibras replaced now by Mohamed Yusuf, the 17-year-old setter. What a swift reaction there to keep the ball in play, and it's allowed. Not a forced touch, it touched the net. This time sanctioned by Usman Aliyev. Nice piece of play there. And good call by Elbek Usman Aliyev, the 17-year-old Uzbeki setter. Uzbekistan down by 7. Hidayatullah with the right pass. Then a difficult attack from area 4. Now it's a free ball for Uzbekistan with a highly appreciated dump. Signed Usman Aliyev once again. It's a timeout requested by the Indonesian coach as its squad lost 3 points in a row. There's still a nice cushion, but we don't want to play with this. Indonesia is so close to the goal, but it seems to lose a bit of momentum now. Great serve. An attack from the opposite. Oh, nicely rejected. And with the good luck there by Digorbek Nematov. Tried just to avoid an error with that platform set. It's a nice offer, an easy over, but nobody in the Indonesian side was aware. Heavy serve. Now a difficult set, but finally Nibras sent on the court to push the things forward. That's his job, despite being blocked at the net. Difficult set there from behind the attack line. Attack a little bit too optimistic by Azamov. And another point conceded to Indonesia. Uzbekistan down by 7 and now by 6 after this rather approximate serve. Another unforced error, the 8th for the Islanders in this set only. It's enormous. Finally. Swift reaction, nice piece of play. And Farrell Duika Alessi, 17-year-old middle blocker, scores. Alessi at the serve. Attack from area for a cross-court hit by Nematov. Scored now in the 3rd set, his first points in the tournament. His side still trailing by 6 though. Tristan. For a nice touch, but apparently the referee saw a net touch from Uzbekistan. There are no less than 7 match points for Indonesia. The first one missed rather easily by Tristan. Now Digorbek Nematov. of the shortest players on the court now, and it's the end of a one-way set. It wasn't a one-way game though, even if the score is rather straightforward, 3-0. Indonesia won the first one, 25-20. The second one was the most balanced, 25-23. The third one was maybe the easiest for the Islanders, 25-18. And with that, Indonesia moves to the semi-finals, where tomorrow will meet Pakistan, the undefeated squad of Pakistan, while Iran will head to a semi-final match against Thailand. And that concludes our commentary from today. I'm Alex Goku. Thanks for watching, and keep following the third edition of Asian Youth Games. Until tomorrow, bye-bye.